precious little nugget I saw for a quick bleep there. Okay, so I posted a link in chat to our agenda. I also have it shared on my screen. So whichever format you like to follow along, please do so. Let's start with check-ins. Just sharing, updates. This can be what's going on in your world personally or Giveth related updates. And if there's anything you want to make sure we touch on in this agenda. And then on your turn is also an opportunity to give praise. Dish that praise. And Lauren, are you willing to actually, I'll take notes in Notion and then I can put it into the praise channel after this. That'll be easier for me. Never mind. Okay, cool. Who would like to go first?
I can get us started.
Thanks, Willie.
You bet. Thank you, Forrest. Morning, everybody. Update in my world. There's a crazy storm going on up here in Colorado. So we got like over a foot of snow last night. Pretty wild out there. But perfect day to be hanging out with you guys virtually and working on the future of giving. Updates this past week. I think the big update is I had a great time working with James on Friday to get the email notifications rocking. So we're ready to go with emails for making a donation, receiving a donation, and creating a project. And we have all these other cool events, like project updates are ready to go. So we can create emails when a project you donate to doesn't update, the donors can get an email. Really excited to get those rocking with the communications team. I know Lauren was interested, and whoever else is interested on the communications team. Let's figure out some time this next week to do a quick 30-minute or 1 hour, maybe 1 hour training session on Autopilot, this really powerful email notification tool we have set up now. And I'm also today going to work on a grant application for Giveth that's coming due. Been procrastinating on it long enough, so today is the day that I'll be working on that. And yeah, praise to James for getting that email tool set up, and praise to Mateo as well. I know they've been working really hard to get us launch ready. And praise to the amazing Costa Rican and communications team for getting all this stuff ready to go for launch. I know we're feeling very prepared, and I'm super grateful that you guys have been getting all of that ready to go. And praise to Forrest for running such organized calls. All right, I'll pass it to Amin.
Hello, happy Sunday. I want to praise our test team and US1. They have created new issues, especially Harry, special issues. I praise the email, Giveth Trace email team, Willie, Horace, and Muhammad has created lots of related emails. And if someone is, I miss someone, I apologize. I praise all of you, all the Giveth team. You are going forward fast and onboarding new the segment and all the new tech frameworks. That's very good for product for onboard for using to creating the next version of our application fastly. Yeah, that's it, and I pass it to Griff. You are mute, Griff.
You're still on mute, but your audio is not working.
Your audio it's not working. Yeah.
Okay, he's gone. He rage quit.
Join again.
Testing. Oh, that looks like it works. Okay. I want to give praise to Amin for finding a really cool product manager for Giveth Trace that might integrate into the team, and also for finding another front end dev. We're really building out our Middle East team, and it's amazing what Amin is doing on the tech side, but also on the HR side. I can't wait till he doesn't have to anymore if this product manager actually works out. Also want to give major praise to the marketing team, getting that video out, getting the Gitcoin grants out, and starting to put it in front of people will have a lot of rippling effects for our project. So major praise to Magenta and Forrest and Danny and Lauren and Mitch, and I think Tommy was in there too, and anyone else who's retweeting and messaging people on Telegram and all that. It's amazing. Also, and praise myself for the marketing effort as well, because I want to try to lead this a self-praise culture, that we praise ourselves. We deserve it. We deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve to praise yourself. And then want to give major praise, of course, to also to Mitch and Lauren and Mateo for helping out in all these other areas outside of Giveth that are still kind of in the blockchain for good space, and Tommy as well, and Kai, like all these, this network effect of Giveth showing love, I think has a lot of power. So it's really cool to see you guys be Giveth still, I believe Giveth first, but like we're singing Kumbaya with everybody. It's great. That's probably enough. There's a lot of praise to go around, but I'll pass it to Lauren.
I love Kumbaya. I'm doing good. I am. Oh, a quick update. If you guys didn't notice, the Giveth punchy YouTube video is on YouTube now. So anyway, share it with your friends, and I think it's a good way of getting a little bit more hype and attention onto the Gitcoin grants. And I want to praise, Willie and James, and I think Kai also, for implementing segments. So we have snappy, awesome email flows. I want to praise James for speaking up about what's going on with him in the dev call, and then also creating a good solution so that now we're going to have sprint planning and things a little more organized. I want to praise Mateo and James for getting critical issues live on Giveth and getting all the emails implemented on staging. And I want to praise Magenta, Griff, Danny, Mitch and Forrest for publicizing all about the Gitcoin grants and blasting that out everywhere, and Forrest for running amazing meetings, and Amin for being on top of everything in Giveth 1 and following up with all the issues in GitHub and poking everyone as needed. And I want to praise myself for taking good notes in the dev calls now, and I'm going to put them in every week. Oh, yeah, and I pass it to Danny.
And real quick, Lauren, I want to make sure I captured all your praise in the what you mentioned after me running amazing meetings. You mentioned someone for GitHub issues and always put Amin. Okay, great. Thanks. Awesome. Go ahead, Danny.
Oh man, can I just say praise ×2 for everything on Lauren's, and just repeat her because she just nailed everything that was on my list all the way down. So double all of Lauren's praise. And I want to praise Griff for being on top of the different things that we need to stake on, like the stakes, the dev protocol, and then I'll praise myself for following up on that and communicating with the dev protocol team to find out how to make sure we get Giveth up there properly. And yeah, that's my praise for updates. I just want to acknowledge that storm in Colorado that has postponed my visit to Colorado. But Willie, I'm going to come visit you. I'm coming out to Colorado hopefully next week once once the airport clears and I can get my ticket through. And yeah, I'll just keep it there because you guys covered everything so well, and I'll pass it to Mitch.
Yeah, I think a lot of the praise has been said, but I wanted to reinforce Matteo and James for working overtime on this Giveth 2 DApp, and Lauren for stepping up on the note-taking. I noticed that, and everything looks really great. And praise to Willie for setting up segment and to get our Gitcoin grant listing live. So I think that was Willie, and I know there's a couple more there, but yeah, that was big. So I'm excited about that. And I'll pass it to Kai.
double whammy this so people can hear me because I'm streaming with OBS. I have to unmute myself in 2 places. So yeah, again, it's really hard. Like every one of you deserves so much praise. I mean, Griff is just the best, like always has been, and is supporting us so much in all kinds of. You even donated to the Interspace. You're so great, man. And you're always here. You work so hard. Please take a break. Also working hard, like James, Matteo. I really felt sorry for you guys. Like 2 days ago, when there was this, like we are burning out. And I really hope you can, you guys can take little breaks for you. Like there is not. I feel like if we put stress on ourselves, it's not worth it. Like there can be a little, but burnout is a thing that should be avoided. So who made that video, Lauren? Right? Did you cut that?
No, Calvin, and I like produced it and told him what to do, but he made it.
So I'm in the old world. I was a film producer, and this is just such a great trailer. Like it hit all the right spots. It was perfectly edited. So praise to those guys, really. Like, and to the producer, of course. This was amazing, really. I was like, my eyes fell out. And like this comes from, like I said, this comes from a guy who knows. I want to praise Dani for all the things that she does, and there's so much more that I don't even like. I really skip too much on the whatever happens in marketing, and this also goes with Lauren and Ashley and of course Forrest, doing so many things that are not really that seen by me. So I'm sorry for that, but I want to also be part of that session, Willie, for segment and amplitude and whatnot we can do to get ahead there. Yeah, and the only person I'm really disappointed with is Mitch, because man, like your hair gave me so much joy. Like these last weeks, I was laughing to myself all the time during the calls. It just made me happy, like a little, I don't know, a little thing in my life. I still love you, man. You know that.
It'll grow back. Don't worry.
I know, but it will be such a long time. And I'm a bit lost at who has to go. Magenta, do you want to go? You never go at the beginning of meetings, but you're lurking, so I'll call you out now.
I know, I'm still lurking. Can I pass? Pass to Willie.
Willie's gone. I can go if you like. Yeah, praise to the communications team. Like it seems like there's so much going on. Like I'm really not on top of it. Like I pass by the marketing channel every now and then, and it's always like full of energy and fun and buzz. Praise to Mitch, he's been working hard on the hashtags. Not an easy job. I think all of this communication. I don't want to use the word marketing anymore, but all of this stuff is so difficult. Like it's really the combination of creative and pragmatic. Yeah, praise to you all. I mean, I started thinking like I'd like to praise Lauren for all her amazing vibes, which is fully consistent. And then I realized I had to praise Griff for his consistent, amazing vibes, and Dani and Kai. And like, where do you stop then? You have to like mention everybody, because everyone is just on fire. I feel like there's such good vibes going on. It's amazing. Thank you all for your support and for, for everything, for understanding and patience, and praise for everything all of you do, all that goes unseen. And I know that there's a lot of it that is. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you all. And that's it. I would pass it to Forrest, who's doing a great job. Thank you, Forrest.
Awesome. Loving all this praise, feeling hyped up. My update is that I've learned that melon and soursop makes an excellent smoothie. In other news, yes, there has been lots of amazing praise here. I want to praise Willie. I'm really excited to learn about this new tool that seems like something I can really utilize in making my communications more effective. Major props to Mateo and James and the whole dev team, all of the hard work. You guys have been crushing it. I also really want to praise James for always speaking his truth and like using our times of connection as an opportunity to like, yeah, express how he's feeling, seek to like come to a place of understanding or solutions. Yeah, I really value the way that you communicate. Praise to Kai for being such an appreciative person and acknowledging everyone. I think it's really sweet. Praise to Danny for taking on all this like HR kind of stuff and getting us organized and structured and all the circles and the roles. And praise to Griff for being like hella busy and always making time for everyone when it's needed. Big ups. Okay. I'm just gonna put Griff, Willie, Mateo and James, Danny, and then I will remember to put in what that's all about later. Okay. Did someone add this announcement in here, or was this accidentally copied over from our last call and I forgot to remove it? Announcement, Panvala Coalition, and we received donation matching. I think that was from last week. Okay. Cool. So nobody mentioned any additional agenda points to add, but if we've got time at the end and something comes up, like feel free to throw your hand up and we'll get it added. Okay, Giveth Reputation DAO. Obviously, we've always got our best practices at the top. Once you've posted something in the DAO channel, tag everyone so we can all make sure we're aware of the voting so that it can hopefully go through or at least get enough action to have a rounded vote. Okay, so February PAN payments have gone out. Yay! The proposal to reactivate the reward DAO on Giveth Trace is up, and here is a link. Proposal for Lauren's regular rewards, now that her role has been outlined, is up. Here's the link, and then some of the additional proposals that we can stay tuned on are the proposal to approve the list of airdrop recipients. We thought we were going to have this finished, and then in our last sprint call for the Give token, we realized there were like a couple little adjustments we want to make, so that should be coming soon. And then regular rewards for other consistently awesome contributors. Danny or anyone else who's like really managing a lot of these DAO votes want to mention anything else on this section before we move on?
Nope, to vote if you are a DAO token, a reputation token holder. And there's actually more proposals than this coming soon. I have a few other things that I'm putting together, especially around the proposal to add and remove people and to distribute more tokens in the future.
Oh, where do I go to find out? Like, is there a link in the DAO channel? Or?
So in these notes, here are the links to these proposals that are up, and I imagine they've probably also been posted on the Discord DAO channel. Have they, Danny?
Sorry, it's okay. I didn't see this in the notes. I'll go to the notes. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. And I'll put those links in, James, because like you're one of those people that we want to make sure gets some tokens in the next distribution. So I don't think you're on there right now to be able to vote, or maybe you are. Actually, let me go look. Tokens. This is on XDAI, by the way, so you do need to switch to XDAI for it to work, and it's at aragon.onehive.org, and then you just type in Giveth.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
anything
that's
else?
it for now.
Thank you. All right. So then our Give token economy. We are well into our third sprint. we actually have our celebration and debrief tomorrow. The key priorities that we've had for this past like week and a half long sprint have been the liquidity mining, investing contract work, and also supporting Edu with user testing and feedback, UI and UX, closing the airdrop list, working on key messaging for the Give Token Economy launch. And then like these other two are we're hoping to be ready to kick off Give Backs next sprint and have the mock-ups and MVP ready, and putting in a lot of efforts on that. And then also looking to hire, sorry for the traffic noise, 1 to 2 full-time devs on a long-term commitment. Yeah, and if you would also like to support in testing, if you would like to support in sharing like screenshots of UI and UX that you think looks really great, so that we can support the DApp node team, you can be added to the DGen Telegram channel. Just let me or let Griff know and we can get you added in there. Willie or Griff, is there anything else you'd like to add around the Give token stuff?
Nothing from me, Griff. Anything you'd like to add?
Bowen is attacking, is going for contributors and trying to get everyone locked down. Airdrop work is a lot of work, and we're not quite done yet, but it'll happen. I believe Forrest and I will schedule a plan to do a co-working session on it too. That's it.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. So then going through our application updates, issues, requests, would love to hear the latest and greatest with Giveth Trace.
Giveth Trace, we have fixed lots of issues that was happened after migrating to Slack URLs. And yeah, we have onboarded new front-end developer. They are in trial a month, and a product manager. We have progress on designing new UI for proposing milestones. They are great. They are designed by Marco and are implemented partly by me, partly by Chorik, another part-time front developer. It's not finished yet because we lack enough resources of development on US1. I hope US Trace actually. I hope it fixes soon. Yeah, and the email. We are planning a new design of emailing updates to the subscribers of the projects. Lots of emails are designed by Lauren, Ashley, and they are implemented by Mohammed, who's great. I forgot to praise him. Yeah, and these are most of the updates from our side that I remember now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think the most relevant update is the likelihood. I mean, we're going to make an offer to a product manager who's going to be a good interface between the teams. Hopefully, once he gets fully onboarded. His name is Mo. Amin only hires people named Mohammed or Mahdi. This is something that we do. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I like to tease Amin about this. But Mo or Monique, if he takes our offer, he'll probably also support us on the Give Token team. I would imagine, just to keep it in the loop.
Expert in other names I have migrated from our country. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We have people only in these two names here. Other ones have migrated to other countries, so you will find them in your countries.
That's it. Okay.
Well, thanks so much for that update. I mean, sounds like you guys are making tons of progress. Great work. Okay, so then for the new Giveth.io, I captured some notes from what I heard on the dev call, which I'll read through. And then if like James or Mateo or anyone wants to add anything else, please feel free to jump in. So I heard that on Friday, March 12th, we migrated to staging.giveth.io. The site is looking great. All the critical bugs the dev team was aware of from GitHub have been squashed. All emails should be working now thanks to this awesome new segment tool. We're ready for testing officially today. The dev team is going to begin working in sprints moving forward starting this Wednesday and aiming to go live from their end. I heard Monday. I'm assuming that means tomorrow, March 15th. And then it's in the testers' hands. And then assuming everything goes well with testing, there's no like major bugs, then it would go to the communications team to determine like the official launch date. Anything else you guys would like to add or clarify to what I shared?
Yeah, I would just clarify that, yes, we went to staging on Friday. And well, I mean, first of all, we went live with everything except for emails on Friday or Thursday. And staging has got the emails that me and Willie worked on Friday on his birthday. And yeah, so that's all in staging. And at this point, like, it's not clear what's been tested and what hasn't. So staging is ready to test right now with everything that we want to go super bang live with, basically. So staging needs to be tested and can be tested now. And at some point, we should be happy with that testing and then put that live, right? I hope that's as soon as possible. Depends on when people test. So I'm going to align with Lauren around like building some structure into our testing, which can hopefully give us a bit more clarity on what has been tested and by when. So I guess we should probably work on that as soon as possible, Lauren, maybe tomorrow. But in the meantime, everybody please test, do your best. And if we find no issues, then we can put what's on staging live tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, I don't know. And then it's up to the communications team when the whiz-bang fireworks start, I would say. So that's it. I don't know if you want to add anything, Mateo.
Oh, brilliant. That's all. One thing
Awesome.
to clarify, no, I wouldn't say all emails are working now. I'd say we have, first of all, it's just in staging right now. So once this all goes out to prod, we can enable the emails in prod as well. But yeah, I think we have a good foundation in place. We have an email, we have a few email journeys created, one for when a project is created, emailing the project creator. And we have some very basic stuff in there. So it's an email that's like, congratulations, your project, and it's got the project's name has been created at, and then it's got the URL to their project. But I'd say I'd call it the MVP emails, and hoping to schedule some time with the communications team this week to go through that. Hasn't been scheduled yet, but maybe at the end of this call, or I guess async in the communications channel, schedule that for this week to make these emails awesome. Because there's some really cool stuff we can do too. In addition to just like sending a transactional email, we can create a whole, and we should create a whole email journey basically for when someone creates a project. Like what are the best emails to send a project creator, you know, a week after they've created their project or a month after they've created their project. And with these cool events, we can do cool stuff like, you know, if they've updated their project, then don't send them an email prompting them to update their project. If they haven't posted a project update and it's been a month, send them an email saying, hey, you should update, you know, projects that post updates get X% more donations. And that should be an ongoing process of this, optimizing these email journeys. So we'll talk about it more at the meeting coming up later this week.
It's exciting.
Beautiful. Sounds like a super cool tool. Thank you. Awesome. Great work, guys. Kai, would you like to lead us through the latest and greatest in ops?
It has been a crazy week for ops. Like I mentioned it on a dev call, I think, but that a data center burned down in France, and it was hosting something for the common stack. Actually, a very important piece of software, the conviction voting pilot, that's, if I'm not mistaken, like implemented in various projects right now. And I mean, Sam is a great guy who, like, it was not really much work, but it was just like, ugh. So this is also pushing me to, yeah, get. I know I say this a lot, but I really don't know how to do good backups for all our stuff because we have so many moving parts. But we should at least back up some things here, because usually our code is backed up on GitHub, but not the actual running pieces on the droplets. We also had to move the game backend. That's like the thing that powers this simulator, also for the common stack, because it was on a very expensive droplet. And it's this is done now, and I will kill it with fire, not with fire, with the delete button. Yeah, and all the segment thing, which was crazier than I thought. And it's a bit, I did it very nasty. So I don't know, maybe we can revisit this, and I'll have to look into. I never made Discord bots before, but I think I should try to make a dedicated bot that just gets like a simple webhook from segment or something. I have to look up whatever we can do, because what it happens now is it gets sent to Slack, and Slack sends it to Riot, and Riot sends it to Discord, because this is the way it works with my bot. And we should maybe, and I'm really like, this is one little thing that I saw. I did not visit Riot Element in a long time, and it has become so great. I'm a bit sad that we moved to everything to Discord, but it is like it is. So I wanted to say we should go off Element, because we're not really using. I think nobody of you guys is using Element at all, but I don't know. I'm reluctant. It's free for us, so we should maybe leave it in place. I guess that's it, if I'm not forgetting anything. Discord grooming. No.
Awesome. Maybe if you are really unsure about the element thing, we could put it to a vote or something if needed, or post about it in one of the Discord channels. Thank you for your update. And wow, yeah, sounds like you had a crazy week. But thanks for taking those opportunities to turn them into solutions. It's awesome. For the communications team, I've got our key reference links up here. You'll notice I added to the bottom here session around KPIs and tracking metrics for successful campaigns. So I just wanted to include that here in case you're curious, the ways that we're going to be, measuring our success. So yeah, big things for the communications team. Obviously, once the devs and testers give us the go-ahead, then we will assign specific publication dates to the content pieces that we have ready to go around the Giveth.io application launch. We've been consistently expanding and organizing our outreach contact lists, in development on the social media interactive campaign, with a call to action to onboard more projects, and sharing this campaign on, adjusting how we share it to these various channels. So Reddit, Twitter, Medium, and we'll discuss like if there's other channels for us to distribute it on. We've been focusing a lot in the last week on Gitcoin grants and getting those listings revised, and then determining like, are we doing one listing or multiple listings? So getting all that stuff structured and organized, and then promoting the Gitcoin grants across social media and messaging channels. So our last comms call, we had a hack session where we were writing copy of what we would post in different channels. And we also made the decision, rather than waiting for the official launch, to launch our hype video. we decided to go ahead and publish it because we have it and it's awesome. And in the description of the YouTube video, there's information at the top of how people can support us through our Gitcoin grants. So we made that judgment call to share the video far and wide to help support these Gitcoin grants, which supports Giveth in many ways. We've also scheduled weekly meme parties. There's one right after this community call for anyone who is interested. Basically, we're just having fun and generating memes and content that we can utilize in our different social media channels. We're brainstorming content for the Give token economy, mostly focused on the key messaging at the moment. And then we're going to build out what the various articles and rich content pieces will be. And then the last big update is that we've been meeting as a full group twice per week for the last month or maybe the last 2 months around this new application launch. And now we're shifting to once per week on Fridays as a full team, and then having another earlier in the week time as the placeholder for breakout hack sessions. Anyone else from the communications team feel called to share any other key updates or highlights, or does anyone have any questions? Julio. Wow. Just like the dev call, we're breezing through. Are there any other sections or things that want to be said on this agenda today before we close? I'm aware of as many things as I'm aware of, but not necessarily all the things. Okay.
Everybody knows to go shill Gitcoin grants, right? I think everybody knows that, but worth reiterating. This is the week to shill. Every die counts. So, it's a great opportunity for anyone looking to support Giveth. This is the time to do it by donating to our Gitcoin grant. We're doing pretty well so far, too.
Awesome.
Yeah. What is if I was supposed to link? Okay, I shared your excuse me. Sorry. So I reposted your tweet, Willie. That had a link in it, right? That's the best link to share with people. That direct to the Gitcoin. Yeah. Okay.
Direct to the Gitcoin grant, exactly. Which we can post that link in Discord so everyone has it handy.
Yeah, I just think I could post it on Facebook, but most of my friends are not crypto savvy. And then would there be, how would you? Is there somewhere with an explanation of what that is, how to do it, and all? I don't know. Maybe that's decreasing rates of return on investment in time.
Yeah, I honestly I do not recommend suggesting Gitcoin to non-crypto people. It's just it ends up being more of a time suck than the benefit of that $1 or whatever you're trying to send them, and then they want to ask questions about fees. It opens this big thing. Gitcoin is great for crypto people. I would keep the audience like crypto people.
Heads up, there are 2 Gitcoin posts too. There's one for the new Giveth, and then there's one for Giveth Trace. We got the links for those. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the gas costs are pretty bad right now, so that's another big deterrent for someone who's not familiar with crypto. They might never use crypto again when they see that gas fee. So, but if you donate to a bunch of projects, it can come out to about $1.50 or something like that per fees per donation if you donate to a lot with the ZK Sync checkout.
Yeah. And people have been having some trouble with ZK Sync. I think the easiest thing to do is just figure out how much you're going to donate and move it all over at once. If you can do that, just be okay, I'm going to donate X number of DAI or X number of PAN. Always donate in PAN for sure. Check the meme channel, see what I mean. And just move all that PAN over to ZK Sync. It's fine there, and then donate as you wish, and then the fees will be very, very much less.
Don't make the mistake I made. One of the grants that I donated to was in dye. It didn't convert to pan. And when I started the process, I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just give a little bit of dye. But it actually meant it doubled all of my fees because I had to do it for both pan and dye. So I'm kicking myself for that right now.
Oh, these are some great memes. Great.
They're all pan memes. They're all pan memes. Off topic, Lansky came up and talked to me during this call, and he said that the easiest thing for DAppNode is just use the website and go through their system. Don't worry about trying to do anything fancy.
I want to congratulate the comment stack on doing it right, like insane matching, guys. And I just like as a little, do you know, Griff? I can like the numbers seem so low for me. Like, did they just like adjust the curve, or do you know what's happening there? You usually have a little more insight into how matching works. It seems to work differently now.
They're definitely changing it, but honestly, I don't know if they're being Sybil attacked or what, or if it's just a lot of people are looking for airdrops. There are a lot of individual donors, a lot. And like the common stack got like 10 ETH donated by 2 different people, but they're not real. It's not real. It's like the transaction is still pending. There's lots of weird games being, Gitcoin is being attacked right now, as far as I can tell. You know, like there's people playing weird games there, and I don't know if it's on purpose or if they just set a low gas fee, and maybe the transactions will happen, you know, but there's a lot of pending transactions. There's a lot of random individual anons donating a lot of money. There's just like, it's a really weird, there's some really weird stuff going on.
Well, if anyone knows a miner, send them those transaction hashes to push them through. So those transactions will get confirmed. Yeah. I also think, yeah, Kai, I noticed that too. I think there's the matching pool just hasn't gotten bigger. I think this might even be a lower overall matching pool than we've had in some past rounds in the past. And there's just more projects too. But yeah, and then on top of that, Gitcoin getting attacked does not help.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's an attack or if it's just like, oh, everyone thinks they're going to get airdrops, so lots of people are donating. Who knows, right? Who knows? But I'm sure I wouldn't want to be working for Gitcoin right now. I'm sure that it's just like it's going wild for them, which is something we can learn from. So it's worth researching, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So thanks, Magenta, for posting those Gitcoin grant links. I've included that here in the notes as a quick reference. Okay, let's close out. Maybe just go around one word, popcorn style, of how you're feeling, and then we can hop off and take a few minutes before the meme party.
Before we close out, can we all simultaneously sing happy birthday to Willie on this call? Because I missed his birthday, and I think it would be embarrassing and great. So everyone has to unmute and join me.
Yeah, let me full screen him. Hang on, where is he?
Oh my gosh.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willie. Happy birthday to you.
Amazing. I'm glad we're working on giving and not trying to do a virtual a cappella group. That was amazing. You guys are,
I thought this is what this group was.
That's hilarious.
Wrong meeting.
Thank you guys so much. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here. And I think this next year is going to be the best year ever. So can't wait to hopefully launch this week.
Woo! Hey, I got a question for you guys. I know we're about to do a little popcorn and checkout, but Forrest did a lot of work to get all our meetings all lined up and all on the calendar, and they're all scheduled to it's Central Time, right? In the Americas is what all our meetings are on. Is there anybody who has objections to keeping what they're already set up as? And as the different time zones change, we're just going to stick with that time zone, the Central European time, or I'm sorry, Central Daylight Savings Time for the next 6 months. Any objections to keeping them the way they are? And we'll all just do whatever we need to do to make sure we're in the right place at the right time. Awesome. No extra work.
If sooner, I prefer, but not. It's okay, but it's okay. Yeah. I have just did you guys have recently donated at Gitcoin? Today I tried much, but I couldn't be successful. Gitcoin, I tried to donate some pen, but the page doesn't show my wallet. It was okay for you today?
I did it today.
Okay.
Mine is still stuck. I have not been able to get my transactions through for 2 days, but it's because I made it extra complicated.
So the calendar invites are on Google, and what Danny is proposing is that they just stay the same. So actually today's meetings were a little messed up because if we went according to the calendar invites that everyone is shared on and is a part of the giveth.io@gmail.com, the dev call should have been 1 hour earlier than it actually was today. A few of us joined, but most people were not on. And then everything has been pushed an hour. So Danny's proposing not to do that like we did today, but actually just join at the times that are in everybody's Google Calendar, which is according to Central Standard Time, like Chicago, for example.
And what this would look like is next week, the call would be 1 hour earlier, and then Europe would shift back forward again, and then back at the same time. I believe that would be
because they haven't done daylight savings yet. Yeah. So it would be this week and next week, I think. And then after that,
it would just be next. Well, you guys shift on the 28th, right?
Yeah. So the rest of the meetings for this week and the week after. Yeah.
I think it's debatable on whether or not 2 weeks from now it might just be next week that's different. I don't know though. You know what?
Maybe you guys can just forward on the weeks your calendar, and what does it show?
Yes, that's the idea. Google Calendar is the source. Yeah.
It's just really hard because everyone from our team is calling in from a different time zone. So to accommodate everybody, some people have no time zone change. Some people do, but it's yesterday. Other people, it's 2 weeks from now. There's no way we can make everyone happy. So we just kind of need to consent. Someone needs to be willing to kind of flip for 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, or that. We can go with the penguins in Antarctica. I'm not sure what time zone they're on.
I mean, I think the real concept is it's just whatever the calendar says, and we don't try to overcomplicate it, you know? Whatever time zone someone was in when they made the calendar invite, as long as they're not conflicting, we just check the calendar and that's the time that it works.
I had put it in Central Standard Time because I know Costa Rica is not the norm in that we don't observe daylight savings. So I was trying to be proactive and not upsetting the balance by picking a daylight savings place. But totally. Okay. So I think it'll just be a week, maybe 2 weeks of a disruption, and then we'll be back to I think most people being on the same page.
Cool.
Okay, word. Thanks, Danny, for bringing that up. And yeah, popcorn closing. I am feeling sorry for all the calendar confusion and also grateful for an efficient meeting.
I'm feeling stoked that we have this epic team, like so many different people all over the place, like jumping in. Every time I meet with one of you guys to go over what you want to work on, you all want to work on way more things than are humanly possible for you. I definitely see that that's a consistent thing across all of us. So kudos and praise to Giveth for attracting such awesome people and for everybody who is following their passion and their purpose. Thank you guys. This is beautiful.
Piggybacking on that, blessed to be working with this amazing group of people and hyped to launch this MVP with you guys soon.
I feel super energetic and motivated and just like full of love and like red-faced and like fleshy. Just grateful to be here with all of you.
Yeah, grateful is the word. Grateful and love and happy and joyful and excited.
Mitch, will you come back on your video so I can take a screen print of this?
I am here.
Your video is not on.
Busted,
magenta.
Danny.
Oh, it's magenta. Let's see if I can. I'm not trying to get my camera.
I can. Look, I'm here.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
here.
There's another M. Okay, magenta.
Oh,
Give me just a
hey.
moment.
Yay.
I just want a shot of the smile.
Make it an NFT.
Thanks. I got it. All right, meme party next. Although we're gonna miss Griff because we shifted today off of his calendar. Sorry.
It's okay.
But thanks for the ones to get us started with. Okay, see you guys soon.
Bye,
Enjoy the
Bye.
meme
Danny.
party, guys.